Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Hyundai Tucson, you have check engine light on, and any of the following codes. I'm talking about code P0440, P0441 or code P0442. Stay with us, we'll explain multiple things that can cause that, and we'll explain how we usually diagnose the problem and how we find out what's wrong with it. It should work on multiple generation Hyundai Tucson. So that actually guys may work on multiple generation Hyundai Tucson. Even if you have a different engine, it may still work. We'll be demonstrating on a 2.4 GDI engine, but many of the things will actually apply to multiple engines and multiple years Hyundai Tucson. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us guys. Every single car we get at the garage, we try to take them completely apart and make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep providing this free information to you. Now, if you guys need to buy any parts tools for a really good price and quick shipping as well, check out the link in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all our tools and parts from. So this is guys the engine. We don't need to remove your engine to fix these codes. Let's explain what can easily cause that now guys. Any of these codes indicate problems with the Evap system. What is the Evap system? This is the system guys, okay, it's known as an evaporative system that catches the fuel vapors, the fuel fumes, okay, and instead of releasing them in the atmosphere, it catches them and sends them to the engine, so you can burn them through the engine, your car is efficient and you're not polluting the atmosphere. That way you're not wasting your money through, okay, through the exhaust, through the fuel cap as well. Back in the day, they just used to be released in the atmosphere. Now all that is closed circle, so cars are efficient and there is no pollution. Now, what that indicates? Most likely we have a leak or incorrect working Evap system. Number one thing that I'll recommend to check guys, okay, is your fuel cap, okay. The fuel cap can fail in multiple ways. If it fails, okay, the fuel vapors will be released in the atmosphere. And if that happens, you have a sensor on the canister box, we're going to talk about that in just a little bit, that detects, okay, how much pressure you have in the fuel tank, in the fuel canister that catches the fuel vapors. If for a long time it doesn't build any pressure, okay, it's going to trigger the engine light and say, hey, there is a problem there. Because we're not building pressure, and that can be caused by a bad fuel cap. How? One of them could be, okay, broken seal right here, cracked seal. Number two, that cap has a valve, special valve, that for some reason, if your Evap system quits working and you start building too much pressure in the fuel tank, that valve actually will open guys, okay, and it will release everything, okay, through that cap, the vapors, so your car practically doesn't explode. But if that valve malfunctions and it's leaking all the time, okay, it can trigger these lights. That's quite common. Number two thing guys, okay, it could be the sensor or a line that's from the fuel tank, okay, to the Evap canister guys. Now you have that canister, that's where the car actually catches the fuel vapors. There is a line that goes to the fuel tank, there is another line right here, and you have a wire, okay, you have a wire actually for the sensor, for the pressure sensor. So now if that thing is not working correctly, okay, it can cause that as well. We'll put link in the description of the video below where you can get that stuff if you need to. Number three guys, you need to inspect all the Evap lines, including the one going from the purge control valve. This is guys your purge control valve, okay, that's usually in the engine bay. What that valve does, okay, when there is enough pressure in the Evap system, it will be sent to that valve. That valve will open and inject it in the intake manifold. If you have a leaking hose, for instance, that hose connects to that part of the purge valve, and if you check ours, okay, it's covered with cracks guys. Okay, it has so many cracks, okay, that hose can easily develop a leak. Also inspect the hose coming to the purge valve, it could be leaking as well. And another thing, it could be a bad purge control valve. We have a special video that explains how to test the purge control valve. If all that doesn't fix the problem, it could be bad sensor for the canister where it detects the pressure in the fuel tank. That could be bad as well. But the most common ones that we see, fuel cap, leaking hose, or broken Evap guys. Purge control valve. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Now, if you guys, many of you have been asking us in the comment section below to share information about computer that we use for diagnostics. That's the one right here. We'll put the link in the description of the video below. It's right here. It works on almost any car you can think of. It's a tool that can pay itself off in one-time use. I'll put the link in case you need to check it out. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.